Hey everyone, I'm Stacy, the 911 Stitcher. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch and crafting. Today is July 15th, 2024. This is video number 124. Thanks for joining me, and a big hello to all the new subscribers, and especially a hello to all you guys that have come back to watch my videos every single time I release one. There are some of you that have been watching since the beginning, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So my videos are always about cross stitching. Today I'm going to talk about a crochet project. I'll show you what I've been working on. English paper piecing, sewing together little hexagons is what's been keeping me busy. And I'll show that too, but I have a lot of cross stitch stuff to talk about. One finish, I'll show you that. I do have some finishes that came back from the finisher that I still haven't shown yet. I'll show that in the next video. So I'm going to try and probably keep this one a little bit shorter than usual and try and get through it. I am dealing with some laryngitis, and as you guys know, I'm recovering from surgery, so I've been real tired. And again, when I get real tired, my voice disappears. So let's see if we can get through this video. I feel great. Everything went well. So let's talk about what's been going on since my last video. My last video was in June. Lots of stitching, although the first couple weeks after surgery, I didn't stitch a whole lot because I still have to primarily stitch with just one hand or one arm. So now that I've gotten some movement back in my fingers, I'm able to start doing some two-handed stitching again. So things have been progressing a little bit more as far as my stitching. Now, since I saw you, we went, as soon as we did the last video back in June, my husband and I traveled to New York. I'll show a few pictures here, but I'm going to show more at the end. But while I'm talking, I'll show a few pictures here. We had such a great time. We went primarily for the Yankee game. He wanted to take me to a Yankee game. You guys know I'm a big fan. And we wanted to go to Yankee Stadium to see the Los Angeles Dodgers play. They had not been in town since, I think they said 2016. So it had been many years since they played each other in New York. So we flew out there. There were tons of Dodger fans everywhere in New York. It was so much fun to see everybody together. And it was a great, great game. Lots of good food and just a great time to be in New York. I'll show pictures again at the end because I want to get into the stitching and show you a few things I've been working on. So then I came back from the trip. It was time for me to have my surgery that I've been putting off. I just got done having elbow and wrist surgery. I actually put a different brace on. I'm supposed to have a different brace. But I put this one on because it's a little bit easier for me to move my fingers and stuff. And the other one goes up to the elbow, and I don't want to wear that when I'm trying to move around. So all went well. I have to say I'm not feeling like the elbow surgery was a success. I'm supposed to be getting more feeling in my hand, and I'm not, which I have a really bad feeling in my other arm. Same thing. We did the same surgery. It did not work. I ended up having to have a really big reconstruction, and that worked, and I got the feeling back in my hand. So we'll see what he says on Thursday. Something happened to my surgeon after my surgery. He disappeared. He had a family emergency. I don't know if it was for him or his family, but I have not been able to see him since. So I'm going to see his partner, another complete hand and arm specialist. That's all he does. So he's a surgeon. So I'm going to see him Thursday. We'll see what he says. But I have a really strong feeling the same thing that happened in my right arm is happening with my left. So we'll see. May need just some more time for the swelling to go down. So, but I have been able to stitch. So let's get to that. I do have a finish. And before I forget, let's talk about some goals as far as my YouTube videos. Now, I've been doing videos every month to month and a half. Sometimes that's getting a little overwhelming for me because I've got so much to show you guys, and I try and cram it into an hour. At least an hour, like under an hour, and it just doesn't seem to work. So what I think I'm going to do is try making videos more often and shorter content. Like maybe one day I'll talk about crochet. And for those that don't want to hear about crochet, cross stitch is going to come next. I might just start doing some shorter videos more often, so that way it's not as overwhelming for me. And I don't feel like I'm missing something or there's something that I've forgotten to tell you guys about. Now, this video is just going to be on stuff that I've been working on. I am going to show new releases, a few of them at the end of the video. And we do have some giveaways at the end of the video. So stay tuned. And for the most part, I think that's all I wanted to cover as far as the videos, is you may be seeing more videos, shorter content, and that way I can see you guys more often and not have to have so much to talk about and try and cram it in and not make it over an hour, hour and 15 minutes. So I'd like to do them a little shorter. So let's talk about finishes. Cross stitch. I was very, very close to finishing the last time I saw you guys. Boo to You is done. This is one that I started working on right after surgery, one-handed stitching. I think I did pretty good. I think this came out pretty well and I love it. The fabric, we've talked about it before. It's called Witch Tina and it's by Fairy Wool in the Woods. Keep in mind, I've mentioned before, it does have a very strong coffee smell. I know a lot of you guys are kind of sensitive to smell. And this, I love the smell. It's very strong coffee. I didn't mind it at all. And I love the way this came out. I'll show it up close so you can see. Thread I used was 403 Anchor Black, which is one of my favorite blacks. You can see the coverage is really nice. Not a lot of fabric showing. I like my coverage to be really good. And I don't remember the count on this. I'm thinking, was it 28 count, 30 count maybe? Anyway, Fairy Wool in the Woods is who made the fabric and it's called Witch Tina. So again, if you see it online, just keep in mind, it's gonna be a very strong coffee smell, but I enjoyed it. I loved working on it and it's time to send it off to go get finished. This has been a lot of fun. I love monochromatic stitching. You guys know I love spooky and Halloween, and I'm just really thrilled with how it came out. Okay, so let's talk about 2 new starts. And you guys probably just heard me say that I've only been able to stitch with one arm and one hand. Yes, I started 2 new projects, even though I can only stitch with one hand. So if you know me pretty well, you'll know, yep, that's how she is. Anyway, I happened to see a gorgeous. I've been waiting for this release to come out through Charting Creations. It is a full coverage. Now, you guys that have been following me for quite some time know I travel international, me and my husband, and I love international stitching. I love when I find something with another country's flag or maybe another country, like a scene from another country that reminds me of my travels. It could be something very small, it could be something big. And in this case, it's a full coverage by Sheena Pike Designs, and it was released through Charting Creations. Now I'm going to show you a picture here. It is gorgeous. It has everything I love. It has animals, it has color, it has Canadian flags. There's just some, I could think about some of the greatest trips I've taken to Canada, and some of my favorite travels, one of my favorite countries to visit. So when this came out, Sheena Pike had posted on her webpage or on her Facebook page that she was going to design it. I don't know if she does puzzles. I know some designers do, but some, I don't know if she does. But she had posted it for something, whether it be a calendar or a puzzle or something. And so all of us were asking, is this going to be cross stitch? And she said, yes, I'll send it to Charting Creations. And they made it into a cross stitch chart. So me and my good friend Jean, this is a stitch along for both of us. And if you look at the very top left corner of this picture, you'll see that I started and I've got some blue. Not a lot of progress. In fact, let me turn my light just a little bit so you can see some color a little bit better. But not a lot of progress, just the blues, lots and lots and lots of blues. And when I get more color, you'll be able to see that the blues are just gorgeous. Jean and I were both laughing because I finally got into some purple. And she took a picture and sent me and said, guess what? I finally got some brown, 2 stitches of brown. We were so relieved because we've been stitching with all these different colors of blue that it's like, oh my gosh, when are we going to get some other colors here? But you can see I did get a little bit of light purple over here. So it's coming along. You won't see it for a couple videos until I get some more progress. And but that is going to be a fantastic, I'm going to move over here because that light's a little bright. It's going to be a fantastic progress. It's going to be a lot of fun to see it develop. So that one is called Canadian Magic. And again, by Charting Creations. Artwork is Sheena Pike. I'm using 20 count with 2 threads and DMC thread. The next new start comes from the most current edition of the 2024 Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher Summer Edition, which just came out. I actually found 2 charts that I fell in love with. Let me show you one of the other charts that I loved it. I'm not a huge patriot US flag stitcher I love stitching everybody's flags, not just mine. I like to stitch everybody else's flags too, especially the countries that I visited. So this was another one though that I think is just adorable. This came out in the same magazine, and I'm gonna have to hold it a little weird so we can avoid the glare, but it's by Teresa Kogut, and it's called Miss Liberty. Isn't she beautiful? This is on my radar. I love it. I love her dress most of all. I think she is just so pretty. And that eagle, I'm going to definitely do some darker fabric so his head shows, but that's on my radar, and that's in the 2024 magazine. The one I actually started is a stitch along with Michelle McGraw. You know, she does Flosstube videos here as well on YouTube. She is made by Michelle McGraw. She's one of my closest friends. And we both decided to start God Shed His Grace. And this flag is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Look at how it looks like it's waving in the air. Just gorgeous. I love the little chapel, the rolling hills, the houses, the sunflower, just everything about it just speaks to me. And that flag though, when I see a US flag, as much as like I said, I don't often do a lot of patriotic stitching, but when I find a flag as amazing as this, that looks like it's actually waving in the air, oh, I was all over it. So Michelle and I both started it. You'll see her progress on her next video. And we were just saying about how fun it is to actually see each other's progress as we go, because she's going in a different route than I am. And although I think we both started in the top left corner, she's going in a different direction than I am. So it's going to be fun to see both of our progress. But this is called God Shed His Grace, and it's by Amanda Corbett. She is with, let me look and see, make sure I get it right. She's with Starlight Stitching Company. She's also on Instagram, and her website is starlightstitchingco.com. And on her website, it looks like she sells bags. It looks like she sells designs and supplies. So look at this fabric. Isn't that gorgeous fabric? It's beautiful modeling without being too much. It is 46 count, so I wanted mine really small. And it's called Dirt Track by Fox and Rabbit. That's the fabric, and I'm using DMC. So that's really gonna, how come I'm getting shadow here? That is really gonna come out pretty. I'll show it up close so you can see, but you can already see that the flag looks like it's waving. There's 2 different whites. There's B5200 and tin, which is #1 DMC. 2 different reds. I believe it's 816 and 321. And I think there's 2 different blues as well. Isn't that just gorgeous? So that's my progress. I'm gonna fight with lighting today, but that's okay. Anyway, that's my progress on God Shed His Grace on Thee. And I plan on going to the right, doing more flag, and then starting the wording. Both of us have the goal, Michelle and I both have the goal to start the grass as soon as possible, because you can see there's a lot of grass to be stitched. We better get a move on right now. Okay, next, let's talk about a few things that I've been working on. Works in progress, whips. I pulled out an oldie that I started a long time ago, and this is a very detailed, I think they're specialty stitches, which I don't plan on doing a lot of the specialty stitches, but I will do some. But this is called Antrim's Folly. It's by Teresa Baird, and her company is HeartseaseEW Works. And that's the name of it, Antrim's Folly, a Burlington County inspiration. And I'm going to show you up close. So you can see, normally I start at the top left, but you can see there's a lot of bare area. So what I did is I started at the bottom left, and I'm stitching Burlington County in that big black strip, and also the little dots at the bottom, which is blue and yellow, I believe. So I'm going to start working up towards the grass on here, but this is really gorgeous. And I know you have to email her to get the chart. If you want the information, I'll try and remember to put her email down below. Actually, let me write that down. And I won't forget, Teresa Baird, email. And that way you guys can go down if you're interested. I know a lot of the charts she sells directly from her, but this is gorgeous. This is just, I would love to have this hanging on my wall. I love how bright her little dress is. So anyway, very, very boring stitch down here for me because I started down here, but here's my progress. 32 count. I wonder why I'm getting a weird reflection over here. 32 count. There we go. Old Town Blend by R&R. I'm using DMC with the exception of the black. The black, this is such a weird reflection. I don't know where it came from. Oh, I know where it is. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I'm using DMC, and that's my progress so far. So you can see I've got a lot more black to do. Burlington County, it's going to say New Jersey, all filled in black. And then I've got the blue and white at the bottom. So I've got a lot more black to do. Not too exciting. Once I get that black filled in, I'll show you the rest of it. But that's my progress on Antrim's Folly by Teresa Baird. And see, that's what I'm stitching down here. You can barely see it on the picture, but that's it. And then I'll start getting into this right here and then work my way up. The next project that I've been working on is Tonight We Ride by Autumn Lane Stitchery. This is a favorite, an absolute favorite of mine. Autumn Lane Stitchery, I am doing it on 32 count Pumpkin Pickin' by Color and Cotton. And I'm using DMC. I'm hoping to get this done by October for a retreat that I'm going to. It's the Queen City retreat in Charlotte, North Carolina. And Autumn Lane Stitchery will be there. So there's my progress. And I just think that's gorgeous. This fabric is gorgeous. Pumpkin Pickin'. It was a Fabric of the Month Club, which is, I'm still a part of their Fabric of the Month Club through Color and Cotton directly. And I just love it. I think this is coming out beautiful. Definitely a favorite. I got the cobblestones done, and the gate is finished. Well, I still have more of the cobblestones, but that's my progress, and I think it's coming out really pretty. This fabric is just gorgeous. Okay, next, you remember my last video how I went round and round and complained about the Fearlander sampler, that I didn't like the thread. I didn't like the thread on the fabric, and lots of you gave me such great advice. Some of you said, get some different fabric. I love the fabric. I can't help it. I couldn't get rid of the fabric. Some people said, get some different thread and save your thread for a different project. That's what I did. So here's a Fearlander sampler. It is a crazy, ridiculous, giant project, which it's going to take me a long time to do, but I tell you, it's been fun. I did restart it. I started in the top left corner with that alphabet and the border. And that, oh gosh, that's just so pretty. It's just so gonna be amazing. So what I did is I switched to black Splendor Silk. I got the Splendor Silk off of 123 Stitch, and I'm much, much happier with the progress and the coloring on it. I think it's so, it really stands out on this fabric. That's what I was looking for, like an in-your-face kind of black, just something bright. And I think when that's all together, it's really going to be something. It's going to be such a fantastic piece. So this is on 46 count. It's called Ween's Beans, and I believe it's Needle Bling Designs. That's who does the fabric. And again, the thread is Splendor Silk. It's going to be something else though. Really, really something when I get more progress. And so you guys will see it next time again. Okay, next, Scary Sampler. This is a favorite of so many of you. This is a combination of spooky films and TV shows, all kinds of different things. You guys might recognize these flowers from Stranger Things, the Death Star right here, the Death Star from Star Wars. all kinds of different things. I went through the list in a previous video, and I'll do it again in a couple, you know, when I get more progress. But anyway, that's what it's going to look like. This is called Scary Sampler by Heartstring Samplery. And I am doing it on 32 count flannel flowers by Fox and Rabbit. It is phenomenal. I love this fabric. Here's my progress. There's the Death Star. He's just hanging out. And I just, look at the fabric though. Isn't this just spooky and fantastic without being too much? I love it. So anyway, that's my progress so far. If you guys remember the show or the TV, was it a TV show, Close Encounters, or a movie? Close Encounters of the Third Kind. There's alien heads in, here he is again right here. In the border, there's alien heads. So you can see different movies pop out the more progress that I do. So the flowers, Demogorgon, is that what they're called? I can't remember, from Stranger Things. The alien heads, you can see them here. And the Death Star. So far, that's the movies, the movies that I've done so far. Really, really pretty fabric. Flannel flowers from Fox and Rabbit. So I'll keep working on this a little bit more and see what kind of progress I could get. Next, we have the Boo Crew. I love this. I just love everything. I love the colors, the candy at the bottom. This has been a fun one. I started this on vacation, and it's by Sugar Stitches. I believe they're on Etsy. Sugar Stitches, the Boo Crew. So I am working top left corner. I've started the border, and I've started all those skeletons dancing around, and I'll show you my progress. I am using a Silk Weaver fabric, which I'm a little disappointed I can't see the modeling as well. You can see a little bit at the bottom, but I was hoping it would stand out a little bit more, but that's okay. But anyway, it is a 32 count Autumn Leaves by Silk Weaver. And again, this is called the Boo Crew, and isn't he cute? Look at that skeleton. He's fun. So the more I get with this, you know, the more progress, it's going to look even cuter. Right now, it's only got a couple things, but anyway, that's my progress so far. I will show it a little bit closer. That's just going to be adorable. And I'll keep working on this and get some more progress on this too. Okay, last but not least, I have been working on One Nation by Bygone Stitches. I told myself, you know, you should really pull out something patriotic, even though I don't do a lot of patriotic stitching. Because we had the 4th of July holiday, I said, you know, maybe I should pull out the flag and keep working on the flag. So I did. This is One Nation by Bygone Stitches. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this completed. It's a lot of fun. I really like that they have the state names. All of the United States are on here. And it's really a pretty finish. And I love the fabric. My fabric is 32 count. Oh, this board is not going to work. 32 count. Let's see if there we go. It is 32 count Mermaid's Firewood by Dames of the Needle. And that is my progress. So I just got done with Pennsylvania. I added a little bit more red stripe or red top. And I'm using B5200 for that beautiful bright white. I'm using Wavy Navy by, I think it's Classic Colorworks. And I'm using Tulip by Belsois Silk. So I'm going to show it a little bit closer up so you can see the colors are modeled, variegated. So see the blue, how it changes color, the blue. And then you can also see the red changes colors as well. Let's see, I'm gonna have to fold this so there's something behind it. But you can see the red is also variegated. So it's like a two-tone red. And then I'll show Pennsylvania. Let's see here. It's so wide that it's kind of hard to show. So there's a good shot right there of the variegated red. That is really pretty. And that's my progress so far. It's getting there. Okay, let me show you two projects that I've been working on that are sewing and crochet. The first one is English paper piecing. Now, as you can see, these are all hexagons, 1-inch hexagons. And what I do is I take a hexagon paper, there's paper in the middle. I'm gonna do a separate video on English paper piecing, and we'll go over it, you know, and how you kind of do it, and lots of good tutorials out there, but I'll talk about it more in another video. But what I've been doing is making a cross stitch mat for me to take to my next retreat. I have 2 retreats coming up in October. The first one is Barefoot Needle Art in South Carolina. The next one is in Charlotte. It's the Queen City Stitching Retreat. I cannot wait to go to both. I'm so excited. But what I wanted was I noticed that people put little mats in front of them, you know, to just kind of show where your space is. So I've been trying to make myself a little mat to take with me. I'm gonna make it about 14 inches around. And what I've done is connect hexagons. So this is just one hexagon right here. I've done a whip stitch and connected it to another one, another, and I've made a mat. So this is my spooky mat that I plan on taking with me in October if I can get it done. I need to add a few more hexagons here and just kind of even it up down in here. And you can kind of see where I'm going with this, but I'll quilt it and then I'll put some binding and I'll be ready to have my very first quilting mat to take to, or stitching mat, I should say, to take to retreats. So this is my English paper piecing. I've been adding more. I just need to make my edges a little bit more even like this, add a few more hexagons, and I'll be good to go. It's a lot of fun. Okay, the next thing I've been working on is a crochet blanket. It's a baby blanket for someone very, very special. And I'm not ready yet to say who it's for, but I will eventually when I get more progress. But anyway, this is my crochet blanket. Actually, I'm gonna lay it on my board so I can stretch out the ripples so you can see how the peaks are coming and how it's starting to look. This blanket is called Sweet Snooze. I'm gonna put the information down below. It's in a book. I had people ask me, and now I don't think I have the book with me right now. Let me see. Anyway, it's called Sweet Snooze. I think it's by Leisure Arts. I will put that information down in the notes down below, but this is my progress. And I think it's so pretty. I'm really enjoying it. It's getting bigger. I'm gonna show it up close so you can see the little baubles. Can you see the little baubles right here and right here? They go up and they go down. So this is my progress so far. And it's just so fun. I'm really enjoying it. This is something I had trouble working on. I'm having trouble working on it right now. So I'm gonna give my arm a little bit longer to recover from the surgery, and then I'll be able to continue working on it. I'm only able to do just a little bit at a time. I got the yarn from Hobby Lobby here in the US. And let's see, this is one of the colors. It's by Yarn Bee. It's okay. It kind of splits a little bit when you use it, but it's very soft. It's fuzzy. You can see how fuzzy it is right up in here. And I'm enjoying it. I will use it again. It's just a little fussy with the splitting, but this color is pale aqua, and then I'm using white. So again, Yarn Bee. Oh, I can't open my hand that hard, sorry. Soft Secret. That's the name of the yarn. So anyway, I just wanted to show you those two. I'm having fun working on those as well. Okay, let's talk about some giveaways. Before I talk about a few things that I bought, I want to show some giveaways. Now, if you guys remember in the last videos, we had an amazing giveaway from Wanda from Pinky Promises Designs. She has sent you guys more bags. It's just so thoughtful. I cannot thank you enough, Wanda, for watching my channel and for sending these bags for me to do as giveaways. Now, first, let me show you the bag that I bought. Let me fix this again. The bag that I bought is amazing. Now, you guys know I got married in an aquarium at the Aquarium of the Pacific in Long Beach, California. So when I saw the octopus, wow, did I have to get that? Is that just not, I don't use the word stunning. That's not a word that I usually use, but that is stunning. That is just gorgeous. So I purchased this one. And when Wanda sent me my bag, She sent me some for you guys. I mean, seriously. Now here's the front. Look at how gorgeous that is. And she also sent floss tags, octopus or squid floss tags. I love this. So we're going to do some giveaways, and I'll list the giveaways right now. Now, before I start the giveaways, you need to be 18 because I have to ask your address. Keep in mind, I do not announce winners through comments. If you have somebody, what was that guy? George? Was his name George? He was writing to you guys in comments saying, you won the giveaway. You won a giveaway from this channel. And we're all like, George, we have you figured out. You're so dumb. Nobody believes you. But he made it seem like you won a giveaway. I don't announce giveaways that way. I announce it on my next video. So stay tuned, put in for the giveaways. What you're going to do is you're going to say, I want the octopus bag. We'll just call it, I don't know a lot about the difference between squid and I'm going to say octopus. Put in that you want the project bag with the octopus. This is mine. I took it out of the paper, but you'll be able to see yours is in plastic. It'll be closed. So giveaway number 1 is the octopus bag. That's all you have to put in the comments down below. Number 2 is the dragon bag. It went unclaimed in the last video. If you're interested in the dragons, just put dragon project bag. And it's gorgeous. It's red like fire. Look at that. The floss tags are dragons. Can you see them? So this is giveaway number 2, the dragon bag. Just put, I'm interested in the dragon bag. Project bags are amazing. You can just, they always have a zipper and you put your projects inside. I love this fire red. Okay, and giveaway number 3 is the mushroom. There's the mushroom. That is just beautiful, beautiful colors. And then the inside fabric are mushrooms, like red mushrooms. Isn't that fun? Here's your floss tags. It is enclosed in plastic and it's ready to go. So you're going to put mushroom bag. You're more than welcome to put in for all of them, but I'm only going to pick 1 winner per bag. And last but not least with giveaways, make sure and tell me where you're from. Just tell me I'm from Paris, France. I'm from Huntington Beach, California in the US. Just tell me where you're from. So that way when you write to me, when I call your name in the next video and you write to me, I can match it up to where you said you were from. I do get spammers that have written to me and said, hey, I won your giveaway. And it doesn't match the person who wrote, hey, I'm from Portland, Oregon. It's some other person. I'm like, that's not the winner. The person I called is in Portland. So you see what I'm saying? I try and match it up. So make sure and tell me where you're from. Okay, let me show you a few things that I'm getting ready to kit up. Some things I have my eye on and just a few purchases. I just loaded, I was able to get this into the computer to stitch with. And this is another one that Michelle's doing that I'm going to start. It's by Leela's Studio and it's called The Anniversary. It is just gorgeous. The colors are so pretty and she has good progress on this. So watch her next video because I bet you she just might show it. So this is called The Anniversary by Leela's Studio. And it's one that I've already got the threads. I think I do. And I'm going to start that probably pretty soon. It'll probably be when I finish my next finish. I like to finish a few things and then start, feel like I can start something. Okay, this is the next one that I kitted up. I've got all the threads ready to go. I've got my fabric ready to go. If you watch Garon Stitchery, Gary has just finished this. It was gorgeous. His fabric that he chose, I believe, was the Mermaid's Firewood by Dames of the Needle. Yep, that's what I got. His is on that too. It is phenomenal. It's so gorgeous. So the drawn thread, and this one is called When Skeletons Dance. And that's what it looks like. His green on the house is beautiful. He said he used called for, but I need to ask him if he used the called for, it calls for Gentle Arts or Threadworks. So I don't know which one, but I kitted mine up with Gentle Arts. So we'll see. But anyway, that'll be on my radar when I finish another one. As soon as I get done with one, I'll start this one. I've never done a drawn thread before. I didn't realize at the time but it does have, I think, some beads. It mentioned 3 4mm black buttons. Oh, buttons. And then it says Mill Hill bead flat black. Now, I'm not sure where these beads and the button is. I'll have to check this out. But anyway, that's on my radar to start. That's just, you wait till you go and check out his finish. It's not the video that was just released, not this weekend. It's the one before it, I believe. So check that out. Okay, let's show a few things that I purchased. I did purchase some fabric, and fabric was from Bestitch Me, and I'll share it with you so you get an idea of what it looks like. You know how hard it is to order sometimes through the computer? This pretty fabric is called April Showers. Most of, oh no, this is a 16 count. This is actually going to be a giveaway on another video. So this is so pretty, April Showers, and it's a real pretty blue. So that's going to be a giveaway, 16 count, not this video. It'll be coming out soon. Really pretty colors. A little bit of modeling in here you can see. So that's one. Here's another one for a giveaway. This is going to be 18 count. It's called Oops. I love that. And this is a beautiful brown. Really pretty mottled colors. That'll be another giveaway coming up. Gorgeous. A lot of this is possible because I have a Buy Me a Coffee link down below, and so many of you have sent sent me something through. It helps with shipping. Nobody ever pays for shipping on my video, and I love buying you guys fabric and giving it away. So that's been a great help. Thank you so much for the Buy Me a Coffee, everybody. This one's called Honey. This is the fabric I'm going to do Alice in Wonderland by, Bella Filipina. That's the same fabric, but that's a gorgeous one. This is also a giveaway fabric, and it is 18 count Aida. Mine is also, it's 16 count Aida. Okay, here's another one that is going to be a giveaway, 14 count Aida. This is gorgeous, called Flower Patch. So the reason I want to show you this is because when you see it on a video, you get a better idea than you do online. You can look at these online and think, oh, that's pretty, but it doesn't come out the same way as if you see it, say, in a video up against some white. It just doesn't look the same. So I like showing these so you get a better idea of ordering online. If you're going to order a fabric and you've seen it and you're like, hey, I saw that, but it looks different. And we all know that it stains different in even weaves versus linen versus 14 counts and stuff. So I just want to show you the count versus the color. And this is 14 count. This is called Flower Patch. Gorgeous. And this is another beautiful green. This one's called Avocado, and it is 32 count. I think this one I bought for me. This was something I bought with, not the coffee fund. This is something I bought. I think black would look really good on that. Some kind of a spooky scene. Avocado. Oh, I'm sorry if I didn't say this is all from Bestitch Me. Bestitch Me Fabric Company. And that's Avocado. Next, we have Wet Sand. This is 32 count by Bestitch Me. Again, all of these fabrics by Bestitch Me. That is gorgeous. I think I bought that for me, but I may have bought 2 of them because I see 2 of them laying there. One for you guys, one for me. Gorgeous. Wet Sand. That's a great color. Okay, the next one. And this is linen. I chose linen for the 32 counts. Here's another Flower Patch, 32 count. And this again is linen. And that's pretty. Flower Patch. All the fabrics I just showed by Bestitch Me. Gorgeous. So stay tuned for future videos because some of those will be giveaways for you guys. Next, I got from 123 Stitch some more 20 count. Is this 20 count? Yep, black Aida. I love stitching on Aida when I do black. And that's a great black, just dark jet black. 20 count Aida. I got a piece of old Massachusetts. I don't think I showed you this, from the Primitive Hair. I believe it's a 30 count. Nope, this is a 40 count. Old Massachusetts by the Primitive Hair is really a pretty one. Let me show you. Old Massachusetts. That's pretty. There is a coffee smell, just so you guys know. And this is by Primitive Hair. That's really a pretty color. I did order a couple of charts and a book. Now this came from the UK. This is one I showed as a new release, I believe in the last video. It's a book called Stitches in Red, Designs by Brenda Keyes. I love red stitching. I love samplers in red. I love the monochromatic color. I like using variegated DMC or XG design, but this is a great book and you get it off her website. It's thesamplercompany.com. I'll just show a couple of things in here that I definitely wanted to stitch. Let's see here. This was one that I really liked. Isn't that gorgeous? That is so pretty. Those beautiful vines going up the sides. Okay, that's one. There's also some really small ones. You know, there's not just giant. There's one right there. That's variegated thread. That's gorgeous. Just a simple, pretty, that would be great for an exchange, just something small to do. Oh, this is it right here. It's a box. It's called Button Box. And that's what it looks like. Again, this is Brenda Keyes. That one's a little harder to see because the picture is a little bit sideways, so it's kind of awkward. But this is, again, Brenda Keyes, and it's called Stitches in Red. And you can see the smalls here. There's even, this one would be a pretty little small. Just something you could do for like a little exchange. There's alphabet in here, so you can just do some there's all kinds of projects in here. This is such a great book. But I just wanted to flip through just real quick so you can see some of the smalls in this book. So I got this from Brenda Keyes, the Sampler Company. I got Afternoon in London by Country Cottage Needleworks. Now this is gonna be a little, there we go, that's better. See that cute little London scene? That is just so cute. So I got that. There, that's better, the lighting's a little bit better. London, Stitches in London, no, Afternoon in London. And that's by Country Cottage Needleworks. Okay, next, when I finished my English paper piecing that I showed you just a little while ago, I bought some more charm fabric. And this is just adorable. It's like a vintage little, what's it called? It's called Kitty Christmas. I got this off 123 Stitch by Moda. Kitty Christmas. And it's a charm pack. So what I'm gonna do is start more hexagons using this adorable fabric, and I'm gonna make another cross stitch mat. Look at these little kitties, aren't they cute? So cute. So here's more of the colors. And this charm pack is just loaded with fabric. Here's more kitty. The blue, I love the blue. Here's some green. So what I'm gonna do is start making more hexagons with this fabric. And it's just a charm, oh, this is my favorite. Look at that one. That blue is really pretty. So I ended up getting 2 charm packs. So that way I would have plenty of fabric. And it says that it's a charm pack 5-inch squares, and you get 42 of these in the charm pack. So I got that. From Brenda Keyes, I got one chart, and it's called the Dwelling Place Sampler. Isn't that gorgeous? Let me see if I can take it out. Here we go. This is going to be a little better. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness. That fabric looks like a tabby cat. I'm wondering if it's tabby cat fabric. It just says 18 count Devosa beige. I don't know what that is. Anyway, so gorgeous. That's on my radar. Okay, some other things that I purchased. I've been watching, I'm a part of a group on Facebook. It's called Sandra's Stitch Stash. They have a group, and lately on Monday nights, they've been having a live like cross stitch sale. And a lot of their things are hidden gems that you can get good prices on, both fabric, charts, older stuff that you haven't seen in a long time that you've been looking for. I can't tell you how many times that I've found something on Sandra's Stitch Stash that hasn't been out for a while or is out of print. So they've been doing some Monday night sales live, like they go live on Facebook, and I found some really great charts. I found this one. It's called Ada Plus Christmas Ornaments. Lots of cute Christmas ornaments. I think I got this for a couple dollars, but there's a bunch of Christmas ornaments. I'm going to show these a little bit quickly. I also got Bethlehem Silhouettes #2. Isn't that beautiful? My gosh, those are gorgeous. You guys know I just finished the blue Christmas nativity scene in my last couple of videos. I showed that. I got that from Sandra's Stitch Stash. Here's a couple of old charts. You guys know I love Santas. From Homespun Collectibles. This one is a Santa. Doesn't have a name. Let me see if it says, it doesn't say his name, but it's by Homespun Collectibles. Here's one. And like I said, I'm going to flip through these kind of quick. Here's two. I got these for like $1. Here's another one. No, these were like 25 cents. This one I think was 25 cents. This one actually is by Heartstrings, the Santa Factory. So him I think I got for like 25 cents. Heartstrings, the Santa Gathering. I love this one. I love how all the red and the candy cane. Adorable. Now it doesn't come with the button. I see a button on there, but for 25 cents, seriously, it's fantastic. And the nice thing is that the chart, there is chart underneath the button. So if you don't have the button, you can still stitch it. It's filled in. Okay, the next one is called the Santa Gathering by Heartstring. This is this one. Isn't that beautiful? Gosh, I like that. 25 cents. And the last one for 25 cents was this one. Again, Heartstrings. It's called the Santa Gathering. I mean, those are just adorable. I just love doing Santas. I got some fabric for a giveaway from Sandra's Stitch Stash. I got, actually, no, this one is for me. I got more black. And then this is for you guys, 14 count Blue Whisper. The Blue Whisper is like a cloud. It's gorgeous. So that'll be a future giveaway as well from Sandra's Stitch Stash. Again, join their Facebook group because sometimes you can really find some good stuff. Color of the month, I belong to Color and Cotton. Remember I just mentioned earlier, these are my two colors I got in the last 2 months. This pretty minty green. The color is kind of weird. There we go. I'm trying to get a good color here. And the pink, really pretty. Here's something I ordered off 123 Stitch. I had seen it somewhere and I thought, oh my gosh, I love these designs. It is a kit, so it's closed up. It comes with all the threads and they're separated, so you don't have to separate them. It's by Dimensions Gold Collection. Christmas Village Ornaments. Look at that. Look at the colors. I loved this. Somebody showed it on Facebook and I loved it. So I think I got it off Amazon, if I'm not mistaken. So again, it's called Christmas Village Ornaments by Dimensions Gold Collection. And like I said, I think I got it off Amazon. And it was only like $11, maybe 15 or something. I don't remember, but it wasn't that expensive. But I thought that was really pretty. Here's one. I got two different things. Buttons and Beads Fall Beach. It's a Mill Hill kit. And if you're not familiar with Mill Hill, they come with the button, beads, and the thread. And the instructions on how to stitch that. Isn't that just the cutest thing? This, for some reason, reminds me of Barefoot Needle Art, one of my favorite cross-stitch shops in South Carolina. If you ever get a chance to go down there, they're fantastic. But it's called Fall Beach. And then the last thing that I'm going to show today, I did get House Barn, which is one of the fabulous houses in the series for cottage garden samplings. I'm going to show the most recent one in just a few minutes. but that one has got the cutest little flying cows. That's why I liked it so much. And these fantastic sunflowers. So I got that one. Okay, before we end the video, let me show a couple of new releases. Bella Filipina has a new release. It's called Mass, M-A-S-S, Cara, Festival Queen. She is stunning. She is gorgeous. I love her colors. I think she's so pretty. That's Bella Filipina Mascara Festival Queen. The next one is by Cliffside Stitches. I'm going to show two of them. They're on Etsy. Cliffside is one word, stitches. Black work bands and boxes. Black work is fascinating. I just love the look of it. It's so pretty. And then the next one we got is cross stitch bands and boxes. The colors on this is what's so pretty. I love it. Okay, next week by Crocetta Agogo, Believe, which is a cute Christmas one. And then the one after that is Tiny Stitch Things, the Bee. All kinds of bees. Okay, last but not least, Cottage Garden Sampling. That's the one I just mentioned. Lighthouse. Lighthouse is next in the Fabulous House series. I think there's a few more left and then the series will be over. Okay, so I'm going to put photos of the trip. If you want to see a few New York pictures, you're more than welcome to stay and look at pictures at the end of the video. Giveaways, don't forget, feel free to put in for the giveaway bag, the project bags that I showed. You can put in for more than one, you're more than welcome. Don't forget two things. You have to put where you're from, just put your city or your country. If you're not here in the US, put, you know, I'm from Scotland. You're all welcome to put in for it because I do ship internationally. And don't forget, I will not be telling you you won in comments. You have to wait till the next video and I'll announce the giveaway winners. Thanks everybody and take care. I'll see you on the next video. Bye everyone.